Hey guys, what's up? Starting my next vlog. It is currently 6:29. Just chilling. Anyway, I'm just chilling. About to I got a lot of stuff from my cousins that I have. Yeah, because I didn't feel like taking it. Tired all of a sudden, so good things are flipping my sleep schedule around.
The next president to lead the way, well, it just might be yourself one day. Then the press will distort everything you say. So jump in the plane and fly away.
Hiding that fact from Savage, he also claims that the punch definitely did happen, though it's never been confirmed by anyone else. Number 4, on this
night... Hey guys, what's up? It is currently 8:36 p.m. I'm chilling. I'm gonna get ready for bed soon, but I want to have like a snack or something first. I'm starving before I take my meal. I need to wait till my nails dry fully, and then I'm gonna have a snack, take my needle, get ready for bed, and go to bed. I'm exhausted. And also, Spoiler Tuesday.
Finally at 9, Hogan and Beefcake challenge for Money Inc.'s tag team gold to fulfill Hulk's trifecta.
I'm excited.
Bret Hart also fulfilled the hat-trick at the show, defending the WWF Championship a year after beating Roddy Piper for the Intercontinental. In the barren wasteland of steroid trials, dwindling crowds, and the long road to recovery from a wrestling boom gone bust, WrestleMania 10 was somehow, almost inexplicably, excellent. How often does WWE stage an event with 2 genuine 5-star matches, let alone 1? After all of his previous stars had left, this was the first ever WrestleMania without Hulk Hogan at all, and with his preferred style of big, sweaty men now tainted due to an ongoing investigation into steroids, Vince was forced to double down on the lean, athletic, new generation. This means Bret and Owen Hart, this means Shawn Michaels, and Razor Ramon. Even before the fan favourite Hitman reclaimed the WWF Championship at the end of the night, it was abundantly clear that WrestleMania 10 had overachieved. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and here are 10 fascinating facts about WrestleMania 10. Number 10, the gossip columnist. This rumour made the rounds for bloody years. So the story has it that the forehead with the more head, Lex Luger, was supposed to win the WWF Championship from Yokozuna at WrestleMania 10, before then losing it later in the night to Bret Hart. But plans changed when he publicly blabbed about it and suggested Owen, who was mired in mid-card hell at that point. McMahon agreed, and the year-long storyline began at Survivor Series a month later. Number 8, Mabel was the first person born in the 70s to wrestle at Mania. Had to be someone, I guess. Why not be Mabel? I guess. Nelson Frazier made his in-ring WWF debut barely a year early in his early 20s, and he aroused McMahon's interest by being big, but not steroid big. Mabel is one of the first, if not the first, WrestleMania performers that was still school age when WrestleMania 1 took place, being 14 years old at the time. I can't imagine what a 14-year-old Mabel looks like. I'm guessing he was still a big lad. At WrestleMania 10, Mabel, as a spry 23 years old, was working a match for the WWF Tag Team Championship against the Quebecers, becoming the first Mania performer born in the 70s. Borger made his WWF debut in the summer of 1993 as an America-bashing powerhouse whose brute strength was comparable to that of patriotic Lex Luger's. At one point, Borger seemed destined for a main event scene after crushing Tatanka's long undefeated streak with one finger, but fate would intervene. Less than a week before the 1994 Royal Rumble, Borger suffered an ankle injury in a match with Rick Steiner at Madison Square Garden. It was believed he would be back in time for WrestleMania, and it was announced on TV that he would wrestle Earthquake at the show, but plans were nixed when Borger remained on the mend. And Adam Bomb was inserted into Borger's place in the final weeks before the event. After Bomb was put in Borger's spot, the Helsinki native quietly left the promotion, never to return. Basically, poor Tatanka. Number 4, Randy Savage tore into Razor and Michaels for going long. People suffer for their art, but what about people who suffer for the art of others? No one will deny that Ramon and Michaels pieced together one of the greatest and most influential matches in the annals of wrestling history in their ladder match for the IC title, least of all Bob Holly, who was due to take part in a 10-man tag following that match. Holly, though offering high praise for the match, claims that Ramon and Michaels intentionally ignored the ref's cues to go home. Their credibility. With a hint of desperation, WWF aggressively hawked the presence of 2 notable celebrities for their Supercard Mania 11, former NFL All-Pro linebacker Lawrence Taylor as an opponent for Bam Bam Bigelow, and Baywatch seductress Pamela Anderson as the intended valet of Shawn Michaels. After WrestleMania 10, we were owed a bad one, and for WWF, WrestleMania 11 was fairly disastrous. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and here are 10 fascinating facts about WrestleMania 11. Number 10, Vince McMahon scheduled an early morning meeting with a twist. The night before WrestleMania 11, a memo made the rounds to the entire WWF entourage. McMahon was instructing his trooper performers to all be at the Hartford Civic Center first things.
What's up? It is currently 9:30. I am getting ready, and I'm ready for bed. I'm freezing, so I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night! What's up? I'm currently in bed. It's 10:08. I'm heading to sleep, and I will see you in the morning. Good night! Guys, what's up? How are you? It's currently Monday morning at 6:59 a.m. I'm trying to, flip my sleeping schedule, but it's really not going well right now. I'm exhausted. But I don't really need to be up this early. But tomorrow morning I will be, because actually I'll be like halfway ready for school by then. So, yeah.
WrestleMania 2000, the millennium of WrestleMania, was a nightmarish mess of event. Only one of the 9 matches on the card was a singles match, the scrappy cat fight between 2 non-wrestlers, Terry Runnels and Stacey the Cat Carter. Even that one had a special guest referee, and nothing but outside interference in every one of the 3 minutes it lasted for. The main event was the...
Hey guys, what's up? This is awkward. I'm currently walking to go and get my flu shot. I'm actually gonna go get a tea first, I think. Go get it done, and then go up to school for a little bit, because I got nothing else to do, and I don't really want to be home today, to be quite honest with you. Until I have to get ready for dance later, but that's besides the point. Ow. Despacito. I am so excited for back to school. Sorry. It's kind of chilly. Not gonna lie. Alright. This is my spot to cross. It'll be interesting. I was just saying to myself, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with these, but I will try. It's slightly chilly. I'm having a bit of a hard time breathing right now. Sorry, I had somebody staring at me. It's a little weird. Anyway, it's so pretty in this area. Oh my god! It's so pretty.
Next question right here.
Hi, can I just ask what's happening to the contracts of the faculty members that were only supposed to teach for first semester?
So assuming that they're all available, we would just, we'll be extending their contracts into cover all of the teaching period. We haven't generally had many people, faculty, email human resources at this point to say I can't continue or I can't be there. If there are any of those specific situations, the program will be looking at, maybe that's a course now that a full-time faculty member picks up, maybe there's another contract faculty with the same...
Or look at alternative ways of having those courses.